Hello children, today we are going to study another lesson of your textbook, that is coordinate geometry. Very interesting chapter and very useful chapter for you, coordinate geometry. Before going to the lesson, let us know what is coordinate geometry. Coordinate geometry, you can see here I have written that it is the study of geometry. Geometry may be a familiar word to you because we have studied so many things in geometry like shapes and finding area, volume, or whether we studied about Pythagoras theorem. So many topics you have studied in the geometry part. So here this coordinate geometry, what makes the difference? It will help you to study geometry using coordinate points. We will come to the coordinate points later. So that is coordinate geometry. It is the study of geometry using coordinate points. So why we are studying this? What is the use of coordinate geometry? Basically children are asking that why we are studying maths, where we are applying it in daily life, isn't it? So here I am explaining you where we are going to use the coordinate geometry. See, it's mainly to locate the position of a point. So suppose if you are now in the pandemic period, we are not going out, but in the real life situation, we may be seated in the classroom in benches, isn't it? In rows, we are used to sit in rows like this. So, if you are sitting one among the, so many students will be seated here like this. In one bench, 5 or 6 students will be seated, and this is the way you may be facing the class, isn't it? So, if you are sitting here, how we will define the position of this child? How we will explain this? We will tell that, see Manish, he is sitting in the second bench and third row. If we are coming from here, we will call he is sitting in the second bench, isn't it? In the second row, third column he is sitting. So like that, to locate a point in a plane, we have studied in the previous classes. This plane, xy plane, yz plane, xz plane, different planes are there. So like that, to locate a point in a plane, we use coordinate geometry. So locating a point in anywhere on a plane, how it will help? See, that is using that idea, we draw graphs, isn't it? And the graph you have seen in several news and all over newspaper, statistics, everywhere this graph is used, isn't it? In this TV news, you might have heard that details or statistics related to COVID-19 in different states, how it goes, graph might have shown there, or in the share market region, there also all this, how the stock exchange values are moving. That a new idea is coming now, isn't it? Not a new one nowadays, it is augmented reality. There also, what makes all this? This is the computer graphics, isn't it? So nowadays we can also do it in mobile, that is using the software, but all this works because of this, or this coordinate geometry helps us to make such software or helps us to draw computer graphics. Okay, so you can, this coordinate geometry will open the door to all this world of graphics, graph, statistics, or augmented reality, all such things. Okay, so now let us come to the topic coordinate geometry. Now I have told you it will help to locate a point in a plane. So coming to the plane again. So this here I have drawn an xy plane. XY plane. And so three planes are there. Have you heard about this dimensions? One dimension, two dimension, three dimension, etc. In the first one it is one dimension. From the name itself it is clear that it has only one dimension. If we are taking a thread for the time being, so it has got only length. We never tell or we never describe the thickness, or we will neglect that. So we will always tell about or consider only the length. So we can take that as an example for one dimension. A line. We will never use the thickness or we will never count the thickness. We will take only the length, one dimension only. But when it comes to a picture, see, this is a picture, or if I am drawing one picture here, picture of anything. So it will get, we can see that this will come under two dimension. How it is two dimension? It has got a length and a breadth. These are the two dimensions. One is length and the other one is breadth. See, these are all pictures of this is so many writings are here on this board. See, if you are taking a letter here, you can see that it is length and it has got breadth. So here is also a picture. If we place it here, we can say that it is an XY plane. See, length is there. See, this is a picture of a girl is shown here. If it is a picture, see, we can fix it here in this XY plane. It has got length as well as breadth also, isn't it? So this is XY plane or simply plane, and that contains two dimensions. One is length and other is breadth. Okay, so we generally draw like this XY plane, and to make it more specific, we will be dividing this plane, that is for locating the points or for explaining the position of a point. We will divide this XY plane into four parts. Then here first part, then second quadrant, third quadrant and the fourth quadrant. All this we have studied. Now first quadrant we will be dividing it in the x-axis and in the y-axis. Here this will be the origin point, that is 0, 0. We will denote it with 0, 0, and from this origin point here, if we are going to the right side, it will be 1, 2, 3. We will mark each one unit as each 1 centimeter in a graph paper. Once it comes to a graph paper, this will be divided in rows and columns with 1 centimeter unit. So each 1, 2, 3 we will denote here, and here it will be again 1, 2, 3 in the y-axis direction. Then here if we are going down, it will be in the negative, and here once we go left, it will be in the again negative direction in x-axis. So this makes a xy plane on a graph. This is the basic part, and this you have studied. So I am moving further. Then how to locate a point? Like this xy axis, you can take yz axis also. Once we are coming to a solid shape, see, we can consider ourselves. See, we are solid shapes. Then here, see, you can see only length and breadth. We are neglecting the thickness of this. But if you are considering ourselves, or there is this chalk piece, you can use length is there. If you are keeping it like this, more clear, to make it more clear. Length is there, breadth is there, height is there. That makes the 3-dimension space. Here 2-dimension, this only planes are there. When it comes to 3-dimension, it makes a space. I will show you an example for that. This can be taken as this. So many shape planes are here. This is one plane and another plane and the third plane here. So if we place anything here, see, you can count the length, breadth and height. So this makes the 3-dimensional space or x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. Now see how to locate a point on or how to describe a point on xy plane. Now I am taking the first quadrant, that is positive x-axis and the positive y-axis. Now I have marked 2 points here. Let us locate it. Locate it means we are going to give an address to this. Just as if someone asks us from where you comes from, we will say from this home, this is my home address, and I am daughter of this man and this lady. Like that we will be giving our address to another person, isn't it? Like that we are going to giving an address to this point, where it lies, or we are going to describe, or we are going to explain the position of this point. Let us take the first point as this one. You can see that from this 0, 0 or from this origin, it has moved 3 units to the right. It has moved 3 units along the x-axis, and it has moved 2 units towards the upward direction, isn't it? Like this. 2 units, and like this it has moved 3 units. Here 3 units. 1 unit, second unit, third unit. So 3 units, and here 2 units. So this is the definition of this point. That is, this point is 3 units away, or 3 units away along the x-axis, and 2 units along the y-axis. It has moved. So this point, then how we will represent it? So we want to show both this. That is, along x-axis how far it has moved, and along y-axis how far it has moved. So to explain that, we use these 2 numbers, how far it had moved in all these 2 directions. So for that, we will be using 2 numbers in a bracket with a comma, that is 3, 2. 3. The 3 shows the first one. It is along this, all you have studied in the 9th standard. This 3 shows the first one, and along the next number 2 shows how far it had moved along the y-axis. That is 3, 2. Or here, coming to the next point, let us check about, or let us locate this point. You can see it is moved 1 unit only along the x-axis. And how along the y-axis, what about it? It has moved 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 units moved, isn't it? So how we will mark this point? First we want to use the x, right direction. That we want to write first. So how much it is? 1. Then second, along the y-axis, how much it is? It is 4. So this point will be, or the address of this point is 1, 4. 1, 4. 1 shows along x-axis and 4 shows along y-axis. The second number shows along the y-axis and the first number shows along x-axis. Okay, locating a point. Now, let us take any number. Like 5. A number is given to you as 5, 1. Then where we will locate this? Just giving or just seeing this numbers or this bracket or this expression 5, 1, you can easily understand where it lies. Isn't it? First number shows that it should move 5 units along the x-axis. And second number shows it must move 1 unit along the y-axis. So you can easily mark 5, then 1, here will be the point. So this is how a point is located on an xy plane. Like that, we can represent points on a xy plane. Now we have studied it, how to locate a point. See some examples. 3, 2, as we discussed earlier. 3, 2 is a point here in the first quadrant, moves 3 units away along the x-axis and 2 units along the y-axis. So 3, 2 here, 5, 1, 5 here, 1 upward direction, then 4. So this point is 1, 4, 1 along the x-axis and 4 along the y-axis. See another example, -2, -1. This is in the second quadrant. Here all the values is this x-coordinate is negative. So -2, 1 shows it moves in the negative direction, 2 units in the negative direction and 1 unit in the upward direction. This is the point. And here 1, -3. 1 is in the along the, this is the fourth quadrant. Here 1 along the x-axis, which is in the positive direction, and y -3, that is in the negative direction. So this point will be 1, -3. In general, or generally, we represent a point on the xy plane as ordered pair xy. Ordered pair xy means inside this bracket we will denote these two. Generally we are using like this to represent the value in the x-axis as small letter x and small letter y for a number in the y-axis. So ordered pair xy will represent a point in a xy plane. In a xy plane, and where this x coordinate is called abscissa, we will call it as abscissa, and y coordinate is called, we name it as, or we use the word ordinate to represent y coordinate. So ordered pair xy represent a point in a xy plane. Thank you.